tooth thickness. This is tooth thickness, and this part, or this is nothing but the width of space. So I have tried to show. So this is width of space, and suppose this is having 10 units. So just for simplification I have given its then, and this is having 8 units. So 10 always greater than 8. That means width of space, it should be more in order to avoid the jamming. So this jamming is going to take place due to error in tooth, or it may take place due to continuous operation of the gears. So because of that, gears are going to have expansion, that is called as a thermal expansion. So due to that, size is going to be increased in micron, and that will create jamming. So in order to avoid, there should be some backlash. Theoretically it should be 0, but practically backlash is required to avoid the jamming. Then next definition you can write down. Face of the tooth, face of the tooth, face of the tooth. Are you writing?
Yes, sir.
Okay, face of the tooth. So we are going to write definition of this. Write down. It is surface of the gear tooth, surface of the gear tooth above the pitch surface, above the pitch surface. On that day, I have just shown this cross section. Once we are going to remove this part, whatever surface remaining, that is nothing but the pitch surface. Next, you can write flank, flank, flank of tooth, flank of tooth. You can write flank of tooth. It is the surface of gear tooth below the pitch surface, below the pitch surface. Then next definition, simple definition. Next you can write top land, top land, top land. Write down. It is the surface of the top of the tooth, top of the tooth. Okay. Next definition. You should have some speed while writing, as these are the simple definition. Write down. Next, face width, face width. Now we are going to define this face width. Write down. It is width of gear tooth, width of gear tooth measured parallel to its axis, measured parallel to its axis, measured parallel to its axis. So this is the gear I have shown. This one is the axis. Already we have defined this. Right. Then this is nothing but the face width. Okay. Next line you can write profile. 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 P-R-O-F-I-L-E. Profile. Profile. Now before that I will just mark here this is profile. Okay, write down. It is the curve formed by the face and flank of the tooth. The face and flank of the tooth. Face and flank of the tooth. So this is curve related to flank and this is curve related to the face. So this we are going to call it as a profile. Next line. Write down next line. Path of contact. Path of contact. Next definition. Path of contact. Path of contact. Contact. Write down first definition, then I will show you what is path of contact. Okay. Write down. It is the path traced by. It is the path traced by the point of contact. Point of contact. Point of contact of two teeth. Of two teeth. Of two teeth. Of two teeth. From the beginning. From the beginning. From the beginning to the end of engagement. 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 Right? Now, intentionally I have stopped the animation. So, now what you are observing here? So please see carefully. Once again I will repeat the definition. So this is point of contact. This is point of contact. Please see carefully. I have stopped the animation. This is point of contact. Okay. Of two teeth. So this is one tooth from the pinion and this is tooth number 2. It is from the wheel. लक्षात येत आहे का? ह्या दोन टीथ मधला हा पॉइंट ऑफ कॉन्टॅक्ट आहे. राईट? नाउ whatever path traced by this point of contact, It is along this line, and that is called as a path of contact. Now you can see the animation. Along this line of force, this point of contact is going to trace one path, and that path is nothing but path of contact. ओके, लक्षात आलं का? Have you understood? अजय, रेवन्नाथ?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
thank you.
Repeat it.
Okay, next you can write next length of, next definition, length of path of contact, length of path of contact. Length of path of contact. So this slide is devoted for this three definition: length of path of contact, right? So this is path of contact, and now we are going to determine what is length of path of contact. Next line, write down its definition. It is the length of the common normal cutoff, common normal cutoff, CUT dash OFF, common normal cutoff by the addendum circles of the wheel and pinion, by the addendum circle of wheel and pinion, by the addendum circle of wheel and pinion. नीट लक्ष द्या. So on the right hand side you can enlarge view just by expanding the slide on your mobile, right? So on the left hand side, this is the K point. Just I will relate this with the K point on the right hand side figure, right? This is the K point. Now what you are observing here, meshing starts. This point is called as point of contact between two tips, and this point is going to trace path along this line of force. This is beginning of the engagement, and somewhere here there will be end of engagement. Now in the definition which I have given, so once again I will read. It is the length of common normal cutoff by the addendum circles of wheel and pinion. So this circle is the addendum circle for the wheel. This circle is addendum circle for the pinion. Just I will indicate with arrow, right? So base circle, this one is base circle, this is pitch circle, and this one is addendum circle. Similarly, we can define this is base circle, this is pitch circle, and this is addendum circle. Now in this figure, you can check this is wheel, and for this wheel, this is base circle, this is pitch circle, and this one is addendum circle. Right? So I check these names, whatever given, this nomenclature. Again, this is base circle, this is pitch circle, and this one is addendum circle for pinion. Right? So three circles indicating base circle, pitch circle, and addendum circle for pinion as well as wheel. Right? Now, this blue line, that is nothing but the common normal drawn at point of contact. Now, just I will draw one small figure here. This is a profile. 1 minute. Huh? This is tooth profile. So this part, this is tooth profile, and this is another tooth profile. This is, and okay. So this is point of contact, and we have drawn one line. This is nothing but the common normal. Now this common normal, you can check this in the right side figure. This is indicated by blue in the animation, and here it is red. Right? So this is nothing but path of contact, and whatever path of contact, length of path of contact, that means we need to determine what is length of path of contact. So if this is common normal, this one is addendum circle for wheel, this one is addendum circle for the pinion, the portion between this K point and this L point, that is nothing but length of path of contact. That is nothing but length of path of contact. So this KL is nothing but length of path of contact. This KL is nothing but length of path of contact. So whatever common normal cut off by addendum circle of, इथे addendum circle आहे wheelचं, ह्या लाईन ऑफ फोर्सला इथे कट करते, and addendum circle of pinion ह्या लाईन ऑफ फोर्सला L च्या तिथे कट करते. So whatever length we are getting, that is nothing but length of path of contact. Now check the animation. K, and at the L there is disengagement. Check this. Just I will K and L. So at the K there is engagement, beginning of the engagement, and at L there is disengagement of the contact, and that is nothing but we are going to call it as a length of path of contact. Length of path of contact. Next line you can write another definition. Adam, arc of contact. Arc of contact. Arc of contact. So this is required. These terms are required to find out the contact ratio, but we are not having numerical treatment, but we need to understand how it can be determined, how it can be calculated. Next definition you can write, arc of contact. First you can write, then I will show. It is the path traced by, it is path traced by a point on piece circle, a point on piece circle, point on piece circle from the beginning, from the beginning, from the beginning to the end of engagement, end of engagement of a given pair of teeth, of a given pair of teeth, of a given pair of teeth, given pair of teeth. Full stop, continue in the same. The arc of contact, the arc of contact consists of two parts, consists of two parts, consists of two parts. Next line in the same definition you can write, and right there first part, that is arc of approach. लिहून घ्या, मी सांगतो तुम्हाला. Arc of approach, arc of approach, arc of approach. It is portion of path of contact, portion of path of contact, path of contact, path of contact from the beginning, from the beginning, from the beginning of the engagement, engagement to the pitch point, beginning of the engagement to the pitch point. So just one correction, it is portion of the arc of contact, path of contact च्या ऐवजी तिथं arc of contact करा please, arc of contact, arc of contact from beginning of the engagement to the pitch point. And next in the same you can write second part, arc of recess, RECESS, arc of recess, arc of recess, right? It is the portion of the arc of contact, portion of the arc of contact, arc of contact, arc of contact from the pitch point, from the pitch point to the end of engagement, to the end of engagement, to the end of engagement, to the end of engagement of a pair of teeth. End of engagement of pair of teeth. Okay, लिहिले का सगळ्यांनी? Okay, Rohan, have you written? Swapnil, hello Swapnil, have you written? Ajay,
Yes,
am I
sir.
audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, audible.
Okay. Now I will tell three definitions you have written. all these three definitions are related to the arc of contact. One is arc of approach, and second one is arc of recess, and first one is arc of contact. Now here you should have noticed that there is a reference related to the pitch circle. There is a reference related to the pitch circle. That means we need to consider a point on a pitch circle. Point on a pitch circle. So just I will stop this animation at some convenient point. Okay, 1 minute. Just to give me a time. Okay. Right. Now animation I have stopped. Here contact start. इथे engagement start झाले. Right. And at the same time we need to consider point on a pitch circle. This is point on pitch circle. Here I will write G and somewhere here P, right? So this is pitch circle. This is point, pitch point. समजून घ्या. Okay. This is point G. ज्यावेळेस एंगेजमेंट स्टार्ट होईल त्यावेळेस कुठला पॉइंट पाहिजे? पिच सर्कल वरचा. एक तर तुम्ही व्हील पकडा, अदरवाइज यू कॅन कन्सिडर इट एज अ पिनियन. So this G point, it is on pitch circle, so that I have separately drawn at the top, and this is the pitch point. This is called as arc of approach. Arc of approach. Right. So this is arc of approach. Now arc of approach we have seen. Just to give me a minute. Now what is second one? That is arc of recess. It is portion of path of contact from pitch point to the end of engagement. To the end of engagement. So just I will remove this G so that, okay. Now again I will run simulation, this animation. Okay. Now this is pitch point. This is pitch point. हे pitch circle. आता आपण बघितले पिनियनच. This is for the pinion. This is for the wheel. Okay. Now this is G, this is P, and I will write here H. असा कॉन्टॅक्ट होणार आहे आणि तो पिच पॉइंट पर्यंत जाणार आहे आणि तिथून काय होणार आहे? इथून कॉन्टॅक्ट रिलीज होऊ लागलाय. That means there will be end of meshing. त्यांच्यामधला कॉन्टॅक्ट ह्या पॉइंटला संपणार आहे. So like this, and here I will write H. Here I will write H. So this point H, that is end of engagement. Just I will show once again on this. So this is H, and for your understanding I will draw here as well. Right, so थोडंसं हे फ्लॅट आहे, right? Here it is P and here it is H, G, P, H, and this one is the pitch point, right? So arc of recess, it is arc on P circle of pinion. This is for the pinion and this is for the wheel, right? So commonly arc कसा येणार आहे? This is arc of recess and this is arc of recess. ह्या पॉइंट पासून ह्या पॉइंट पर्यंत एंगेजमेंट होणार आहे आणि पिच पॉइंट पासून इकडं there is, it starts terminating. It start terminating. Now you can check. At pitch point पासून आता engagement संपली, right? Whatever contacts, that is going to disengage between the two meshing teeth. So one part is from pinion. So I will draw on big scale. This is P, this is G, arc of approach and arc of recess. म्हणजे तिथं ते कॉन्टॅक्ट त्यांचा एंड होणार आहे आणि सुटायला चालू होणार. That is nothing but arc of recess. Next line you can write. Next line you can write. So these definitions will be asked in terms of MCQs. Next line you can write. Note below these three definition. Write down. The ratio of length of arc of ratio of length of arc of ratio of length of arc of contact, length of arc of contact to the circular pitch, to the circular pitch is known as contact ratio. Very important definition. Is known as contact ratio. That is number of pairs of teeth in contact. That is number of pairs of teeth in contact. That is number of pairs of teeth in contact. पिनियन वरचा एक टूथ आणि व्हील त्याच्यावरचा एक टूथ, दोघांचा मिळून एक पेअर होणार, राईट? सो मिनिमम one pair should be in contact. That is nothing but the gears having contact ratio of 1. Pinion and wheel, or sometimes wheel is nothing but the gear and small wheel is nothing but the pinion. Terminology समजून घ्या. Pinion and wheel, or wheel is nothing but gear and pinion is also gear, but in the terminology small wheel we are going to indicate it as a pinion. Okay. Next, so this is the line diagram on the right hand side, and animation again I have shown. Path of approach काय असणार आहे K to P, and path of recess काय असणार आहे P to L. Length of path of contact, that is Kp plus Pl. Next line you can write. Next line you can write. आता डेफिनेशनच्या खाली लिहा, एक दोन लाईन सोडा आणि तिथे लिहा. Length of path of contact. Length of path of contact. Length of path of contact. Next line you can write path of approach. Path of approach. Path of approach is equal to Kp. So today I am giving this PPT PDF copy to all of you through WhatsApp. So you can draw these diagrams. Then path of recess, that is PL, and length of path of contact is equal to Kp plus PL. So I will show you how to draw it. So in order to avoid the confusion, so just how we can draw, very simple. It is very simple. So first I will draw 3 circles. With respect to the pinion, this is P circle for the pinion. This is P circle for the wheel. Here I will write P, pitch point. Then I will draw base circle for the pinion. So it should be circle of different colors. So I am trying to specify. Okay. Then I will take another color, green one, and I will draw. This is addendum circle. This is addendum circle for the wheel, and this is the center point. This is the center point. Okay. Now I will draw tangent. Okay. This is point M. This is N. This one is L, and this is K. Right? So this is length of path of contact, that is KL. This is length of path of approach, that is Kp. This is PL, is nothing but length of path of recess. This is PL. So this KL is nothing but addition of Kp plus this PL. So Kp plus PL. So other names I am not writing. So here I will write O1, and this is O2. Right? Same diagram I have drawn. So similar to this. Right? Again, there is no difficulty in drawing such diagrams. So simply they have shown different names. So here I will write this is R R A, radius of addendum circle of wheel. This part here I will write as a wheel. Here I will write as a pinion. Okay. So this is RA, that is means radius of addendum circle of wheel. How we can show radius for this pinion? It is denoted by small r a. It is denoted by small r a. So you can check the same, it is shown here. Okay. Then with respect to this is the pitch circle for the wheel. This is the pitch circle for the pinion. Here I will write small r, here capital R. Right? Then what is next shown? The base circle radius. So this O1M is nothing but the base circle radius. How to find out this? For that we need to use the formula. So again you can check this diagram. So small r, pitch circle radius for pinion, small ra, pitch circle radius for the pinion, capital Ra, pitch addendum circle radius for this wheel, and capital R, pitch circle radius for the wheel. Right? लक्षात ठेवा. So like this you can have the figure. Okay. Then next you can write arc of contact. Arc of contact. Arc of contact. Arc of contact. हेच टर्मिनॉलॉजी आर एस खुर्मीच्या टेक्स्ट बुक मध्ये आहे, त्यामुळे वी कॅन हॅव यूज ऑफ दिस ओनली. राईट डाउन आर्क ऑफ कॉन्टॅक्ट, जीपी, जीपी arc of approach, arc of approach, arc of approach. So same figure, same diagrams you are going to get. So instead of wasting time in drawing this, how to draw I have told you, right? So GP arc of approach and PH arc of recess, arc of recess, arc of recess. Arc of recess. So this definition we have taken, contact ratio. Okay. Next you can write, this is very important, law of gearing. So you can write statement for this law of gearing. Next, you can write law of gearing. First, you can write statement, then we will draw the diagram. Not for this animation, but law of gearing. Right, next bit. A common normal in bracket, the line of action, line of action, line of action, bracket complete, bracket complete, to the tooth profile, to the tooth profile at their point of contact, at their point of contact. हा क्यू पॉइंट. आता आपण इथं के अँड एल घेत नाही, इथं आपण लॉ ऑफ गिअरिंग डिफाइन हे करतोय. सो फॉर दॅट यू कॅन राईट profile at their point of contact must in bracket in all positions of the contacting teeth, bracket complete, of the contacting teeth pass through, bracket complete, pass through a fixed point, a fixed point, fixed point on the line of centers, line of centers called the pinch point, called the pinch point, called the pinch point. Okay, so what is this statement? This blue line is common normal. Here, this is the pinch point. This is center of wheel. This is center of pinion. And this way we have joined these two centers. Pinch point ह्या line वर आहे, right? And this common normal blue line and this Q point, it should trace path through this pinch point. That is nothing but law of gearing. So common normal to the profile at their point of contact, means at this Q point, must pass through a fixed point on the line of center. हा P पॉइंट कशावर आहे? या लाईन ऑफ सेंटर वर आहे आणि ही ब्ल्यू लाईन याच्यामधूनच जाणं अपेक्षित आहे. टू हॅव कॉन्स्टंट velocity ratio. That is nothing but law of gearing. That is nothing but law of gearing. So this will be asked for the MCQ. So that's why, though this chapter is only theoretical treatment, we need to go for such topics in detail. Okay. Now, this is the figure with respect to the law of gearing. Just directly from observing this diagram, it is not possible to draw in proper way with some understanding. So for that reason, I will draw figure first, then you can refer this and you can have diagram in your notebook. Okay, so first I will show how to draw it, then you can draw this diagram. Okay. So first मी कशी डायग्राम ड्रॉ करतो हे लक्ष द्या आधी पहिल्यांदा आणि नंतर तुम्ही ड्रॉ करा. एकदम सिंपल डायग्राम आहे. डायरेक्टली हे ड्रॉइंग काढताना तुम्हाला जमणार नाही, त्याच्यासाठी मी दाखवतोय तुम्हाला. ओके. फर्स्ट आपल्याला पॉइंट ऑफ कॉन्टॅक्ट दाखवायचा आहे, म्हणजे प्रोफाईल महत्वाचे आहे त्या केसमध्ये, राईट. सो फर्स्ट आय विल ड्रॉ प्रोफाईल. प्रोफाईल काढला, एका गेअरवरचा झाला. इथं प्रोफाईल दिसतोय. right. Or just give me 1 minute so that you can refer directly in the slide. So I will keep this on the left hand side. 1 minute. Duplicate. Okay. Okay. Now I will draw. So this is profile of tooth. पूर्ण इकडे पिनियन आहे, तो पूर्ण काढलेला नाही, राईट. सो आय विल ड्रॉ. यू कॅन जस्ट सी, यू कॅन ड्रॉ इट आफ्टरवर्ड्स. ओके. आणि असं आपल्याला समजण्यासाठी ड्रॉ करतो. आणि हा दुसरा प्रोफाईल, दुसऱ्या गिअरवरच्या टूथचा प्रोफाईल. हा. आणि इथं, राईट. समजून घ्या ना, प्लीज ट्राय टू अंडरस्टँड. Okay. Now here I will indicate point Q. This is point Q. Q point. Right? Then I will draw this line EMN, and then I will show this P point in order to avoid the misalignment with respect to this line. Okay. Then okay. And here I will show P point. Already we have seen what is law of gearing. So that definition we have seen. So I will write here P point. Okay. Then somewhere here I will show this O2. डायग्रामच महत्वाचे आहे याच्यामध्ये. थेरॉटिकल एक्झामिनेशन झाली तर this will be asked for 5 marks. And here I will show this O2. And sorry, here O1. O1. This side pinion. And this side wheel. Now I will join these centers. Okay. Now I will draw pitch circle this way. So okay, and another one pitch circle. राईट. आता हा प्रोफाईल तुम्हाला अर्धवट दिसतोय, वाटतं की इथं गिअर आहे का काय समजत नाही. सो फॉर दॅट रिझन आय विल ड्रॉ हा असाच. मी काय करतो इथं तुम्हाला समजण्यासाठी, हा तुम्हाला गिअरवरचा कंपोनंट वाटतोय, हा गिअर आहे आणि एवढा सेक्शन फक्त घेतलाय आपण, राईट. आणि तसं तिकडे काय करतो, लक्षात आलं का की हा पॉइंट, हा जो गिअरवरचा पार्ट आहे, राईट. सो दिस इंडिकेट्स axis and this is going to rotate, असा रोटेट होणार आहे विथ ओमेगा 1, आणि हा अपोजिट डायरेक्शन मध्ये दिस इज ओमेगा 2. हा एक पार्ट काढला आणि हा पार्ट काढला. यांनी काय केलं, इथं हा दाखवला इथं आणि हा इथपर्यंत सोडून दिला असा रिकामा. त्याच्यामुळं तुम्हाला समजायला अवघड जाते, इट मे बी डिफिकल्ट टू यू टू अंडरस्टँड. सम स्टुडंट मे अंडरस्टँड. सो म्हणून हा गिअर वरचा एक पार्ट दाखवलाय मी, आणि हा असा रोटेट होतो, हा असा रोटेट होतो, राईट. अँड दिस इज द पॉइंट ऑफ कॉन्टॅक्ट. This is the pitch point. Now this Q point is having some radius. Now I will take some, sorry, different, okay, this color I will take. Okay, now I will join this and I will join this as well, O2 to okay. Now if you are going to consider this Q point as a point on wheel number 1, then this Q point, this O1Q, that is the radius. Check figure on the left hand side. This one is O1, this is Q. When we are going to consider this Q point on wheel number 1, then it will have velocity, right, perpendicular to this O1Q, आणि ते कसे इंडिकेट केले जाईल, V1 ने, right. So this is nothing but V1. आणि हा Q पॉइंट जर आपण व्हील नंबर 2 वरचा जर कन्सिडर केला तर त्याची वेलोसिटी कशी असणार आहे, इफ वी आर गोइंग टू कन्सिडर दिस Q पॉइंट as a point on wheel number 2, this will be the center, this O2Q will be the radius, it will have velocity in this direction. So we can have this as a V2, right? So V1 and V2 will be the velocities of this Q point, right? So this V1 and V2 be the velocity of Q point on wheel 1 and wheel 2 respectively. So this V1 and V2 ह्या Q पॉइंटची व्हेलॉसिटी आहे. हा Q पॉइंट जर एक व्हीलवर एक नंबर व्हीलवरचा धरला तर त्याची व्हेलॉसिटी V1 आहे आणि तो जर Q पॉइंट दोन नंबर व्हीलवरचा धरला तर त्याची व्हेलॉसिटी V2 आहे. मग दोन्ही व्हेलॉसिटी जर सेम असतील तरच त्यांच्यामध्ये कॉन्टॅक्ट राहू शकतो. अदरवाइज इफ this Q point will have different velocity, then there will not be constant meshing. ही condition assume करून we are going to derive the relation with respect to this angular velocities omega 1 and omega 2. Now you can draw this diagram and then we will go for the next part of this remaining expression, right? आता हा m पॉइंट कसा गेलाय, ह्या O1 O1 मधून एक लाईन mn ला परपेंडिक्युलर काढली आणि इथं परपेंडिक्युलर दाखवलं. ह्या O2 मधून ह्या लाईनला एक परपेंडिक्युलर कुठं काढली, इथं काढली. And that point is nothing but En and this point is nothing but Em. ड्रॉ करता का आता रेवन्ना ड्रॉ करता का ही डायग्राम. एक्सप्रेशन सिंपल आहे एकदम. हॅलो अजय.
Yes, sir. Yes.
हाँ ड्रॉ करा आता. आई एम कीपिंग राइट साइड डायग्राम एज वेल एज लेफ्ट along with this left one. हा Q पॉइंट 1 वरचा कन्सिडर केला तर V1, Q पॉइंट सेकंड व्हील वरचा कन्सिडर केला तर V2. आणि ही डायग्राम झाल्यानंतर अजून एक दोन पार्ट इथं राहिलेले आहेत, दॅट आय विल शो आफ्टरवर्ड्स. इथले अँगल्स दाखवायचे. So this is alpha and this is beta. ते परत काढूया आपण. ओके इथे सेपरेटली दाखवते. ड्रॉ दिस फिगर. M, here it is N, this is pitch point and somewhere here Q point. This one is V1 and this is V2. सेपरेट राहू द्या डायग्राम. तुम्ही स्वतः सेपरेट काढले तरी चालेल. So this angle is alpha and this angle is beta. Okay. Are you drawing? So I will give 5 minutes to draw this. Sufficient आहेत का? Hello. Ajay. Okay. Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Draw this. आणि राईट साईडची डायग्राम आहे ते सेपरेटच काढा, म्हणजे तुमच्या लक्षात येईल काय नेमकं आहे. एकदम सिंपल आहे. आता रिमेनिंग पार्ट ओनली विदिन 2 to 3 steps we are going to finish this expression. Very very simple. Okay. Completed? झाले का रेवन्नाथ झाले का? Completed?
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Sir,
Yes,
yes.
sir.
Okay. Next line you can write. Next line you can write. You can write. Consider, 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 consider portions of two teeth. Portions of two teeth. Two teeth. One on will one will one and other on will two as shown in the figure, as shown in the figure. As shown in the figure. Now whatever construction, how it is drawn, that I am not going to tell. So whatever important things which are important with respect to the answer, that you are going to write. So this O1, O2, how it is drawn, it is not required to write. What is this Mn? It is nothing but line of force. We need to write with respect to this V1 and the V2. Next you can write, let V1 and V2, let V1 and V2, V1 and V2 be the velocities, be the velocities of the point Q, of the point Q, of the point Q on the wheel, on the wheels, on the wheels, you can write on the wheels 1 and 2 respectively, 1 and 2 respectively. Next line you can write, in order to maintain, in order to maintain contact between two teeth, contact between two teeth, contact between two teeth, between two teeth, the components of these velocities, components of these velocities along common normal, along common normal, common normal, common normal Mn, common normal Mn must be equal, must be equal, must be equal. Must be equal, right? So on the right hand side, I have drawn the same, some part of this figure. Here it is pitch point. So this is common normal Mn. This V1, when we are going to consider as a point on this O, wheel number 1 with the center, this center O1, then it has velocity V1. and when it is point on this wheel 2, 1 minute, when this Q point is point on wheel number 1, we are going to get this V1. When this Q is point on wheel 2, we are going to have this V2. And to maintain the contact between these two teeth, this Q, to maintain this Q, that is point of contact or contact between these two teeth, whatever this V1 and V2, these are having components along this common normal, and those should be equal. Those should be equal. Now, this V1 cos alpha. आता ह्या V1 चा ह्या along this line कुठला कंपोनेंट असणार आहे? V1 cos alpha. आणि V2 चा कुठला कंपोनेंट असणार आहे? V2 cos बीटा. V2 cos बीटा. लक्षात आलं का? हा V1 चा V1 cos अल्फा आणि V2 चा V2 cos बीटा. कारण हे जे लाईन ऑफ ऍक्शन आहे किंवा कॉमन नॉर्मल आहे त्याच्यामधला आणि V2 मधला अँगल बीटा आहे आणि V1 आणि कॉमन नॉर्मल त्याच्यातला अँगल आहे अल्फा. राइट? सो this is here I will write as a beta and this angle I will write as a alpha, right? Or simply then I will write from this figure. You also write down from the figure right here. V1 cos alpha is equal to, what is velocity of this Q when it is considered on point on wheel 2, that is V2. So we can write here V2 cos beta. Okay. Right? V1 along line of ऍक्शन रिझॉल्व्ह केला. आपण कसं लिहिणार? V1 cos अल्फा, कारण त्यातला अँगल अल्फा आहे. आणि V2 रिझॉल्व्ह केल्यानंतर आपण कसं लिहिणार आहे? V2 cos बीटा. ते लिहिलं. ओके. नाउ दिस इज V1, this one is V2. How we can write this velocity in terms of angular velocity? We know. Don't write. I will write V is equal to R omega. So again we are going to write here P instead of this V1. What is V1? हा Q पॉइंट व्हील नंबर 1 चा आहे. this is the Q point. When we are going to consider on wheel number 1, त्याची radius काय असणार आहे? O1Q. This O1Q. आणि wheel number 2 वरचा धरला तर काय असणार आहे? O2Q. ही त्याची radius असणार आहे. आणि what is angular velocity of this wheel number 1? That is omega 1. Wheel number 2 चे काय? Omega 2. So we can write this V1 as O1Q into omega 1. Similarly, we can write this V2 is equal to O2Q into omega 2. Right? समजलं का कसं लिहिलं ते? स्वप्नील समजलं? Hello? Okay. Now this you can write. Just I want to erase some of the part because this I am going to put in above equation directly. Okay. So next we can write. So I will write here. Therefore, this O1, 1 minute. O1Q into omega 1 bracket complete into this cos alpha is equal to, what is V2? O2Q into this omega 2 and here cos beta. Okay. Cos beta. लिहिलं का सगळ्यांनी? Okay. लिहिलं का सगळ्यांनी? Now before proceeding further, we need to see here this angle is alpha and this angle is beta. This angle is beta. हा कसा? आता मी सांगतो तुम्हाला, एक एक्झाम्पल देतो, then you can write. So this is the alpha. हा अल्फा अँगल आहे आणि हा बॉन्ड त्याची, हा अल्फा अँगल आणि हा बीटा. एक एक्झाम्पल फक्त देतो तुम्हाला. सो दिस इज बीटा. I will draw similar construction. This is N and here it is O2. Right? Now, what is value of this angle? Here it is 90. इथं 90 चा angle आहे. So 90 minus beta. इथला अँगल असणार आहे 90 मायनस बीटा. इथं कसला अँगल आहे 90 डिग्री. राईट. इथला अँगल किती आहे हा 90 आहे. ओके. And for time being this is unknown. So here I will write unknown, that is not known. Then here it is 90 degree. We need to write value for this. What is this? It is 90 minus beta. 90 minus beta. ट्रिग्नोमेट्री आहे फक्त इथे, लक्षात ठेवा. 90 minus beta. मग हा अननोन काय असतं, कसं काढणार आहे आपण? So just I will write. So total, right? So 180 minus. Now we need to find out this unknown. How to find out this unknown? I will write here directly is equal to 180 minus this 90 minus in bracket 90 minus beta. 90 minus beta. So just I will write 180 minus, sorry, minus 90 minus 90 plus beta. So this minus 90 minus plus beta. So 180, this is plus 180 and this one is minus 180. It get cancelled. So what is remaining? Only this beta is remaining, and this is written for this. So just I will erase. This way we can have value for this. Okay. So this I will write here. Beta. Here it is alpha. Okay. Now here we are going to write value for this cos alpha and cos beta. So I will write directly O1 Q into this omega 1 as it is. What is value of this cos alpha? Now check this triangle. This is one is adjacent side to this alpha. This is hypotenuse kern. and this is opposite side. So cos alpha we can write for this, that is his लगतची बाजू O1M. So I will write this O1M divide by कर्ण कुठला इथं hypotenuse, this O1Q. I will write here O1Q is equal to this as it is O2Q into this omega 2 as it is. And how to write cos beta? Here this is adjacent side लगतची बाजू O2n divide by हा कर्ण O2Q. So I will write here O2n upon O2Q. हे लिहिलं का? हे पूर्ण लिहून काढा. ओके. Okay. Okay. Next, you can check this O1Q. This O1Q get cancelled. This O2Q get cancelled. Now remaining terms you can write here. What is remaining? This O1M into this omega 1 is equal to O2M, sorry, N, O2N into omega 2. Omega 2. Then we can write omega 1 upon omega 2 is equal to O2n upon this O1m. Hello. Okay. Omega 1 upon omega 2 is equal to O2n upon O1m. Here you can write this as equation number 1. Okay. So just I will erase this. Okay. Now next line you can write. Now we need to consider another two triangles from the geometry. Next line you can write. From the geometry of figure, geometry of the figure, triangles 1 meter, triangles triangle O1EMP and triangle O2 NP are similar. Are similar. Are similar. Okay. Next line you can write. So triangle O1MP and triangle O2NP. Next line. Next line. We can take a ratio of. So just I will show. This is O1MP. This is one triangle. So first I will erase some of the part. Now forget about this beta. Just I will remove so that you will have some. Okay. So this O1MP this is first triangle and this is another triangle. O2NP. So we can take ratio of two sides and we can write another ratio of another two sides. So write down from the figure, right? O1N upon, sorry, here you can write 2 O2N upon, 1 minute, O2N upon this O2, here O2N upon O1M and is equal to, so this we have taken, this we have taken. Now we can equate this O1P, that means this and this, write down, is equal to right here O2P upon O1P. सिमिलर ट्रायंगलच्या रूल प्रमाणे बाजू कोण बाजू, राइट, कसोटी बाकोबा कसोटी, बाजू कोण बाजू, right? So based on that, O2N upon O1M is equal to O2P upon this O1P. So this is equation number 2. This is equation number 2. Now from this you can see this omega 1 upon omega 2 is equal to O2N upon O1M, and the right hand side of this is equal to this, right? So we got value of this right hand side of first equation in terms of this O2P upon O1P. Next line you can write from equation 1 and 2, from equation 1 and 2 you can write omega 1 upon omega 2 is equal to O2 N upon O1 M and is equal to O2 P upon O1 P. O1 P. O1 P. Okay. Next line you can write. This is equation number 3. Next line you can write. From above equation 3, from above equation 3, from above equation 3, equation 3, we can see that the angular velocity ratio means this angular velocity ratio is inversely proportional to the inversely proportional to the ratio of distances of the point P, ratio of distances of point P from the centers O1 and O2 respectively. O1 and O2 respectively. O2 respectively. Or last one, 2 sentences you can write so that this bit will be completed. So 1 minute I am going to extend. Write down. Next line. From this we can see that the common normal at the point of contact between a pair of teeth must always pass through the pitch point. Right. So this omega upon omega 2 is equal to O2n upon O1m, and what we are observing here, P point. That means there is pitch point in the relation. And last sentence you can write, this is the fundamental condition. Which must be satisfied while designing the profiles